The new off-gem price cap is now in place until the start of next year. The energy regulator lowered the price cap from £2,074 per year to £1,923. However, while that means annual fuel bills for households on a standard tariff with average, typical usage should come down by £151, the daily standing charges have gone up from 82p to 83p per day for gas and electricity. But it's important to remember that the cap simply limits the amount a supplier can charge per unit of gas or electricity they sell, which means if you use more, you'll pay more. Similarly, use less and you will pay less. However, even if you never used any gas or electricity, the standing charges alone amount to £303 each year. And while there are tips galore on how to reduce consumption and save money on energy bills before the colder months kick in, Stephen Day, an energy expert at iHeat, has shared some unusual but simple ways to keep your costs down. Listen to your house. Listening to the noises your house makes can be the key to reducing how much energy you use. Can you hear hissing? That could mean there's trapped air in your radiators, which reduces the efficiency of your heating system and costs more to heat the house. Creaking floor. There's probably a draft coming through those gaps in between the floorboards, which will let heat out and cold air in. You might not notice it just now, but you will in the winter. Clanging noise coming from the boiler. This could mean an issue with the water flow, which will make it difficult to heat correctly, and use more energy than necessary. Ignoring the noises you hear around the house can not only lead to expensive repairs if not fixed straight away, but can also have a significant impact on your energy bills. Draft-proofing windows and doors, including letterboxes, can reduce energy consumption by 10 to 20%. And sealing gaps in your floorboards and ceilings can use an average of 10% less energy. Bleeding radiators and making sure your heating system is running efficiently can reduce your energy consumption by as much as 30%. Hoover your fridge. Keeping your fridge coil and air vents clean and free from dust helps your fridge run more efficiently and use less energy to keep it cold. The coils are responsible for dissipating heat generated by the compressor and condenser, but they can't work as well as they should if they're covered in dust and dirt, so the fridge will have to work harder to maintain a consistent cool temperature. Not all fridges require the coils to be cleaned, though, just luxury models, or fridges that are older than 10 to 15 years. Locate the coils and vents, which are usually on the back or underneath, and unplug your fridge. It's a quick job, so you don't need to worry about produce warming up, and use a brush attachment on your vacuum to gently remove dirt, dust, and debris, like pet hair. Particularly dirty and dusty coils could be increasing the energy your fridge uses by as much as 25%. Fill your freezer. Overloading your fridge can obstruct airflow and make it less efficient, so leave some space for air circulation to keep things cool. In the freezer, however, it's best to keep it full. The frozen items act as a kind of thermal mass, which help keep a stable temperature, and help the temperature recover more quickly after the door has been opened. An overly empty freezer means more air circulation, which can cause heat fluctuations, and require more energy to maintain the correct temperature. Ensure that the door seals are clean and free from food residue to maintain a proper seal, which prevents cold air from escaping, and keep your fridge and freezer at the recommended temperatures to prevent them from working harder than necessary. A temperature that is too cold can increase the energy used by as much as 15%. Take a navy shower. A lot of people will know to turn the tap off while brushing your teeth instead of keeping it running, but you can apply the same practice to your shower. A navy shower is a technique that will reduce energy and water consumption. Rather than having a cold shower to save money, just limit the time you spend with the water running. Quickly turn the shower on to wet your body and turn it off while you lather up with soap and shampoo. You would usually step out of the flow of water while doing this anyway, which is a waste of water. Turn the shower back on to rinse off, continuing the steps as needed. This will help you reduce how much water you use, but also how much energy it takes to heat the water, resulting in a reduction in energy bills. Reducing from a 10-minute shower to 3 minutes will use up to 70% less energy. Quicker cup overfilling your kettle with more water than you actually need also leads to wasted energy. By only filling the kettle with the amount of water you need, you minimize the energy used to heat the water to your desired temperature. Fill your mug with water from the tap and pour it into the kettle to make sure you're only using the exact amount required. Limescale buildup acts as an insulating layer, making it harder for the heating element to transfer heat to the water. When you remove the limescale, the heating element can work more efficiently, and the water heats up faster. This means it takes less time and energy to bring the water to a boil, increasing your energy consumption by approximately 3.2%. Paint it black. Painting the outside of your house a darker color can take advantage of passive solar heating and help reduce energy consumption in the winter months. After absorbing sunlight, the dark exterior of your house will re-radiate some of that heat energy back into the surrounding environment. This can help keep the exterior walls warmer than they would be if they were a lighter color. Warmer exterior walls mean that there is less of a temperature difference between the inside and outside of your home, and this can reduce heat loss through the walls, unlike the hack of painting radiators black, which doesn't do much at all. The less heat lost, and the warmer the exterior walls can stay, the less you'll need to put the heating on and the less energy you'll use. To keep up to date with the latest cost of living news, join our Money Saving Scotland Facebook page here, follow us on Twitter at record_money, or subscribe to our newsletter which goes out Monday to Friday. Sign up here.